How are we today? Good? Okay. So, welcome to Vikings SM Lanang Premiere. So, this morning, I think this is a part of your culminating activity, Dine and Learn, for you guys to learn something. It was requested na itong topic na ito ang i-discuss because I think this is part of your school. Am I right? All of you are HR students, right? Okay. So, Mei is Chef Mei, my chef de partie for basic department, and Chef Den, my junior sous chef for butchery, and Chef Benny, call me chef, no? Same for butchery department. So they will be the one who will do the demo, and then I will be the one doing the lecture. So catering management. So why is this important as a food server to learn this topic? Ashanti? Ano mga Ashanti dito? Who's Ashanti? Why? Bakit importante na pag-aralan natin ito? Sorry, kailangan ko pala ng mic.
For me, it's important because business, so na kayo knowledge na kasi mga business na gusto ko pa.
Yes, she's right. Kasi pwede mo itong maging business when you graduate. Because not all chefs would work inside the kitchen. Some of them can be a caterer. Okay, that's why this is important.
Ang pili ko tayo sa years guys, bago namin gagawin yung ating so meron tayong stainless glass. Yung ating pork belly guys is approximately nasa mga 3 kilos. So tatanggalin na natin yung ribs. So kung gusto nyo may ribs guys, kung meron naman kayong panghati, itak, so pwede siya i-chop lang tapos roll. Pero since wala tayong itak, di tayo pwede magdala ng itak dito, tatanggalin natin. Yan. So ang ginagawa ng iba guys, kahit naman kami dito, pwede rin hatiin namin dito. Pagka rin. So pwede rin lagyan lang ng grooves para papasok yung ating mga marinations. Pwede din lagyan natin ng crosswise. Tapos i-prepare na natin yung ating mga marination. So we have paprika, paminta, yung ating onion powder. So pwede rin fresh. So garlic powder, yung ating asin. So sa amin, ginagawa namin, hindi kami gumagamit ng mga iodized salt. So much better siguro according to my experience, mas maganda rock salt po yung gagamitin. Tapos yung ating green onion. Meron tayong 3 bili. Tudurugin lang natin para ma-spread natin doon sa karne. Tapos yung ating lemongrass. So yung white part lang, chop natin. So kung gusto nyo buo, pwede rin ilatag nyo lang bago i-roll. Yan po. Tapos yung ating whipped ingredients, yung ating soy sauce. Tapos kuha lang tayo ng lemon. Tiga lang. Kita ba sa likod? Yan. So, isang kutsara lang. So, lahat ng ingredients natin, 1 tablespoon po. Yun. Tapos, mix lang natin. Mix lang natin yung ating with ingredients and dry ingredients. Tapos, spread lang natin dito sa portion ng ating bili. Okay, sino ba nakaluto ng lechon bili dito? Pagka na-spread na po yung mga ingredients natin, actually, lulutuin pa natin to after 3 hours or mas better overnight. I-roll natin yan. So, kailangan yung balat nasa taas para crispy yung ating lechon. Then after that, itatali na natin. Ito social ng assistant ko. Kailangan yung ano pa, executive pa. Yun. So ganyan lang pag nataling ganyan. Tapos iibugin na natin, pasok. Tapos,
so, Chef Ben, as you can see on the screen, he's so another thing that we do here, to make it crispier, we normally brush it with the vinegar before we roast it in the oven.
so after matali natin, hinarap natin yan ng vinegar. Yan. Bago natin isasalang doon sa ating oven or sa ating charcoal. Sa ating ulit. Tapos i-roll para mas social. Lalo na't may mga birthday. Ganyan.
Do you have any questions? Questions? Someone is raising her hand at the back. Okay, tinawag ko. Walang questions, guys? No? Okay. So let's proceed with the next demo, which is
meron na tayo lechon bili. Susunod natin is yung ating roast beef. So sa roast beef natin, meron po kami Chatay part. So which is makikita natin sa 4 quarter. Ibig sabihin, ang baka hinahati sa 4. So dito banda, lower portion, 2 hind leg. Tapos 4 quarter sa taas. So ito yung baka ninyo. Okay. Chatay portion. So kumbaga pork loin siya. Ipapalagay natin sa bahagi ng pork. Yung part ng shoulder ng pork siya pala, yun siya, pinakadulo, yun yung chatay. So, isipin nyo lang na pork loin to. So, napansin nyo, bilog. Tapos nyo nakapansin nung parang may dito sa baka, bato. So itong portion na to, which is maraming lipid, ito yun. So ang part na to sa side. Yun. So sa amin, yung changkay namin, inahati namin sa 4. Ito maganda dito pang stay kasi marbling yung naman. So hindi masyadong dry yung ating steak katulad ng sa mga high quarter, makukuha natin steak doon, silver side, top brown, sirloin, tomato dry siya. Welcome po.
So Chef Ben mentioned the word marbling. So what is marbling? Marbling? Marbling. Ano yung marbling? Marbling is a natural no distribution of fat to the meat. So there are 2 types, yung marbling at may larding. You know what is a larding, right? Larding is when you incorporate the fat to the meat. Like morcon, di ba nilalagyan ng taba sa loob? Okay. So ito, marbling, natural. Natural siya tutubo sa meat. Like this. Pakita siya. Yan. See? That's marbling. Okay? Alright. Thank you.
Okay, pagkatapos nito, para hindi durog po yung ating roast beef, so tatalingan na rin natin. Since nataling na natin, gagawa tayo ng ating marination. So marination natin, we have paprika, onion powder, so 1 tablespoon, yung ating onion powder, garlic, din ating paminta, ating salt, rock salt, tapos rosemary. Kung wala kayong rosemary, thyme. So pag meron kayong thyme, pwede. Tapos, ito na yung ating dry rub. Ang gagawin natin, i-rub lang natin. Yan. Pwede natin marinate overnight or mga 3 hours pwede na for much better. Overnight po yung ating marinate ng ating beef, roast beef. So itong paraan na to is dry wrap. So ngayon gagawa rin tayo ng wet wrap. Sa wheat wrap natin, meron tayong paprika, onion, garlic, asin, tapos thyme, rosemary, tapos minced garlic. Yan. Tapos itong part na to, ito yung medyo may matigas na part, yung sinabi ko kaninang batok. So kailangan natin ng pampalambot. So paano palambutin yung baka? Mag-introduce po tayo ng asin. So hindi din suka, kundi yung gamit namin is kiwi. So yung iba, pwede rin papaya, yung hilaw na papaya, marima lang. Tapos yung hindi pa masyadong hinog, i-blender lang yun, tapos isasali doon sa ating marination. Yan. Sa ganito kalaki, nasa mga ano lang, 1/8 siguro. Huwag pasobrahan kasi pag sobrang dami yung ilagay ninyo, may tendency na madurog po yung karne ninyo. So magiging parang may putik ba? Parang yung taas, durog. Parang lugaw. So, pag maramihan, pwede natin i-blender. Tapos ito, konti lang naman. Pipigain lang natin. Mix. Tapos kasama yung ating mga ingredients. Tulad ng olive oil. So, social yung baka natin. Olive oil yung gamit. Tapos mustard po. Tapos, mix lang natin. Ito na po yung ating marination. Yun.
Okay, so in addition, why are we using fruits as a natural tenderizer for meats? Chef Ben is right, acidity, but most important are the enzymes. So for papaya, merong papain, and then for kiwi and pineapple, merong lycopene na tinatawag. So those enzymes help to tenderize the meat. Kasi if we use like acid, like vinegar, or calamansi, and we marinate our meats overnight, obviously, what will happen to the meat? Mangyayari sa meat, pag minarinate niyo sa suka, maluluto. Remember your ceviche? Your kilawin. Okay, so naluluto ang isda kapag nilagay mo ng suka. So ganun din sa meat. So we use natural enzymes. That's why we use kiwi. Okay, or papaya sometimes. Alright? Thank you.
Yun, after natin ma-marinate, pwede overnight, pwede 3 hours, at least ma-absorb lang ng karne, yung ating marination. So ginagawa namin, sinisend namin doon sa aming griller, para lang magkakaroon ng bayard. May sunog na siya konti. Tapos, pwede rin natin i-cover yung ating food pan ng cling wrap after aluminum foil. Tapos ipasok natin for 40 minutes sa ating oven. Para lang lumambot masyado. Mas lumambot pa yung ating baka. So
Chef Ben again mentioned the word Maillard reaction. What is a Maillard reaction? Maillard reaction. Hindi nyo ni-isa sa school. Maillard. Okay, Maillard reaction is the browning effect on meats. Okay, that is when we sear. Or when we sear something and then it turns brown. Okay, that's Maillard reaction. Why? Ba't nangyayari yun? Because of the application of heat. And obviously, the meat has natural carbohydrates and sugar. And when you apply heat to carbohydrates and sugar, it turns brown. That's why may reaction na tinatawag na Maillard reaction. Okay? So Maillard is a doctor. He was a doctor. He was a chemist. Okay? Siya nakadiscovery nun. Alright? Any questions? None? Okay.
Pork and beef natin sa mga misalya o Marcelino, nagpapalit tayo ng bagong sandalan. Sangkalan ba? Tawag?
Chopping board.
Chopping board. Chopping board. Para tama. Susunod natin dahil manok yung ating sinachap. I-prepare. So, yellow color yung ating chopping board.
Lahat na dinidemo ni Chef Ben, makikita ninyo sa carving station. That station right there, yung may glass. Yun. Doon nyo lahat makikita ito mga ito. Doon nyo lahat makakain. Okay? So now you know where to go.
Okay, usually, ginagamit itong chicken portioning natin is 8 cuts. But this time, gawin natin 9. Dahil i-apply natin yung paraan namin dito. Tatanggalin natin yung backbone, yun yung pinaka 9 parts. So, unang gagawin, ikakat lang natin, ganyan. Tapos sa kabila. So, dahan-dahan po kayo, pag-chop, lalo na sa bahay. Yun. Yung ating liig, tsaka backbone. Next part, yung ating wings. Pakpak. Yun. Susunod yung ating drumstick and thigh. Paano gagawin? Yun. Itong part na to, para lang tamang-tama yung pagkat, hahanapin nyo lang yung puti na part na yan. So ito, pakakita mo ulit. Kung saan nabibend yung tuhod ng manok, doon natin ikakat. Yun, perfect. Perfect. Ayun, puti, di ba? Yung isa, medyo sablay tayo doon. Anong part to? Thigh. Ito. Yun. Halatang-halatang na mahilig tayo sa manok. Tapos ito yung ating breast part. Yun, dalawa, 4, 6, 8, pang-siyam. So tama, diba? So at least hindi tayo na supply doon. Ha? Okay, tingin natin taas po yung buwas. Taas po yung time. Huwag lang natin ipakita na yung ating portion na kundi I will show you some techniques dahil rin po yung topic natin, which is gagawa tayo ng mga basic menu. So sa manok, sabay ituan, luto. So fried chicken. Saan yung pinakamasarap? Ito, di ba? Tapos ito. So, magbibigay din ako ng ibang luto, so which is chicken lollipop. Kasi tayo nakakaon ng chicken lollipop yan. So, chicken lollipop. Ito lang, pinuto lang natin, tapos pinaligtan natin yung ating laman ng manok. Which is ang malaya na kanyari. So, ganoon lang kadali. So, ito. Iluluto na natin yung puto dyan. Kaya dalawa yung puto nito, tatanggalin natin yung isa. So, may lollipop na tayo. So next natin gagawin is ano ba yung nag-trending na pagkain na part ng kung hindi pinayaran. Tapos gagawa tayo ng marination. Ayan, gagawa tayo ng marination guys. Onion powder, garlic powder, paminta, asin, tapos yung ating lemon, titiga natin dito para mawala lang yung lansa ng ating manok. Tapos mix natin yung ating dry rub, tapos pansyahin lang natin yung ating marination. So pwede rin kung meron kayong tenderizer mallet, yung pupukpukin, balutin nyo lang ng cling wrap para mas lumapad pa yung karne ninyo. So next, kapal naman itong natin. Yan, meron tayong ham, Tapos, yung ating cheese. Yan. Mozzarella cheese. Pagkatapos nyan, i-roll lang natin sa ating flour. Tapos advice ko lang kung para hindi po maghihiwalay, tutusukin lang natin ng stick. Yan. Pagkatapos igbat natin. Yun lang. Mix. Mix lang natin. Tapos, igbat natin. Bago natin i-roll doon sa ating breadcrumbs. After that, i-release lang natin ng mga 30 minutes para ma-absorb lang yung marination saka pag-save yung ating karne para hindi madurog pa ang prito. Yun. So fried chicken, alam nyo na siguro kung paano natin lulutuin ito. Napakadali lang naman.
Ang gagawin natin pagkatay ng buo na po na salmon. Start natin. First natin gawin, tanggalin na po natin itong juice niya po. Ganito lang po, gawin natin. Tapos, dito po sa kabila, tanggalin lang po natin. Kaya na ito matanggal, kung ano tawag niya ito? Sayang.
Gills or asa.
Tanggalin natin ito, ganito lang po gawin natin. Tapos, katanggalan ka rin ito, tanggalin natin yung susunod po. Okay, sa kabila, gagawin natin po. After natin natanggal lahat, itong gagawin natin, tanggalin. Ito na po siya, tanggalan po natin. After natin gawin, magpili na po tayo. Tanggalin na po itong part. Una. And next natin sa kabila. Walang natin masyadong bigatan dito kasi pag bigatan mo ito, madurog yung laman niya. Ito na po siya. Ito yung buntot niya po. Dito po siya. Nag-serve tayo lang sa grill station po siya. Nakikita natin. Basta natin makuha.
So lahat ng, almost lahat ng part ng salmon maliban dito sa buntot, yun lang yung hindi nasa-serve. Itong bulls na to, makikita natin sa ating grill station.
Susunod natin gawin, tanggalin ito natin ng part kasi ito po ito siya. andun pa rin sa grill station makukuha natin. Next na sunod, pili natin ito, tanggalin natin ito, part 2. So, sabihin na natin dalawa. Ayan. Next, yung balat na naman tanggalin natin, yung balat na to. Andito lang.
Yun. Yung balat ng salmon guys, sinong nakatikim na? Chicharon. Mamaya sa pulutan na corner, meron yan. So, patikman niya na.
Chef.
Tapos ilang portion na to, wala na tong buto. So, diretso na to hiwa pang sashimi. So, makikita natin yan sa ating Japanese station. Tapos, itong part na to, meron tong buto. So, tatanggalan lang yung buto bago hiwain. Yun.
So, meron siyang pink bones. No? Pink bones yung tinatanggal niya siya belly sa gitna. Normally, an adult fish can have like 12 to 15 pink bones. Okay? Pagka medyo mataba-ta, 4 hanggang 5. Any other fish, like round fish, for example, this is an example of a round fish, meron yung pink bones lagi sa gitna, no? Yung mga iba, mas maliliit lang. No? In this case, medyo malalaki yung pink bones sa salmon. So obviously, the salmon is huge.
Ito na po yung lahat na gusto niya po. Ito yung natanggal natin dito sa wala na po itong pupunto. Ito, order na po sa shipping na po siya.
Okay, so do you have any questions? Wala? Maga pa. 12 pa lang. Para with questions, come on. I want you guys to be interactive. This is your chance to ask questions. Okay, mahiya. Nasa HRM industry, nasa hospitality industry, kaya dapat walang hiyayan.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Pwede tayo bumalik sa Lechon Belly.
What about?
Yeah, I was confused bakit, what's the reason behind the vinegar, bakit yun yung nilalagay sa balat? Kasi may nakikita kasi ako na yung iba naglalagay ng Coke. Is it because of the acidity?
Yes, you're correct. It difference. No? Vinegar is the acidity, but in some cases they use Coke because the acidity and the sugar will help color para mag-brown siya. Ang ngayon na lang nauso ang Coke, but during the old times, what they do is they use buko. Siguro nakita mo sa Lechon Belly, no? Yung paglalagay ng Coke. Yes, dati ang ginagamit nila is buko juice. It's the same thing, may acidity, pero may sugar. Yes. Ang isa lechon yun ang ginagamit para mula pagkatapos siya ng steak roast. Alright? That answers your question? Okay, thank you. Next. Wala na? Okay, nakalimutan ko introduce sa sarili ko. By the way, I am Nino and I am the executive chef of this establishment. Alright? Sorry, nakalimutan ko introduce. Wala nang questions? Like, paano ba akong naging kusinero? Paano kami naging chef? Ano ba bang pinagdaanan namin? Like, wala.
Good morning, Chef. Mabuhay po kayo. I am Nicole. I would like to ask, what are your tips and advice for us as a young professional na mangarap po maging chef?
Madami. Number one. I don't believe in passion. Okay? When I was teaching for Global Academy in Manila, no, I don't tell my students that you really need to have that passion to be in this industry. No. The one thing that you need to have is discipline. If you don't have any discipline in this industry, you're not going to be successful. One thing. Another thing is you need to be organized. Kapag hindi ka organized, hindi ka rin magsasucceed sa industry. Okay? Pero para sa akin, discipline ang number one. Second lang ang passion. Because passion takes away. Lalo na kapag pagod ka na or pag nasa age ka na malapit ka na mawala ang passion. But discipline is there until you die. Okay? Anything else?
Si Judith daw siya.
Kanino mo ibabato yung questions na sa aming apal?
Ay, si Koan daw siya, si Shane siya.
Okay, Shane.
Shane.
Chef, good morning.
Good morning.
Ang ask na ko do you have any motivation for students to become a chef?
Motivation. Mahirap yun. Well, you know, in our industry, no, lalo na ngayon, marami tayong napapanood sa social media, sa TV, you know, that being a chef is a luxury. People think, or many people think, no, that being a chef is a luxury. Kasi syempre na, suot ka ng chef's jacket, may ikot ka lang dyan, demand ka lang dyan, but that's not how the real world works in the industry. Now, in our industry, you will start from below. Okay? Would you believe na before I started, taking my culinary degree sa CCA, nag-dishwasher ako for a couple of years sa Philippine Village Hotel. That's the hotel beside the international airport in Manila, in Sinte. What motivates me is, just my dream, to serve people, to make them happy every time I cook, and to go to places that I haven't realized na mabibisita ko. Okay? That's before when I was single. Pero now, may family na ako, so of course, obviously, what motivates me is my family. Pero dati, talagang ang aking motivation lang is to learn. Learn. Because for you to be able to be a successful chef, you need to have a vast learning, vast, numbers of experience bago ka maging executive chef. So, yun. Does that answer the question? Okay. Next.
Hello. Another question, Chef.
Yes.
Hi, Chef. My name is Franco. My question goes like this. What's the most memorable meal you ever cooked and why? You have 30 seconds. Don't talk about.
Okay, after this, before I applied, before I got a work here, for Vikings Group, I was a chef in Turks and Caicos Islands in the Caribbean. Would you believe that the most memorable dish that I've ever cooked was lumpiang Shanghai? And you know who asked me to cook lumpiang Shanghai? Michael Jordan. Yes, Michael Jordan. So siguro naman yung memorable experience yun na yan, na maka-encounter ko si Michael Jordan na nagmamausap ko ng paluto ng lumpiang Shanghai. Does that answer your question? Okay, thank you. Next.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
The way you cook po, chef, the focus ko ba sa innovation or traditional?
Sorry, but I am more of a traditional chef. I am not a modern chef. What I would like to preserve, no, is the dishes that were presented to us before, during the olden times. And those foods are already missing because of the innovations, the modern techniques, and so on and so forth. Yan lang yung subject na hindi ko tinuro nung nagturo ako sa culinary school, no? Modernist cooking, because I hate it. Number one is very expensive. Number two is very labor intense. And number three is, I don't appreciate it. I would love, sharing to you guys traditional techniques that were, passed on from generation to generation kasi yun yung nawawala ngayon. And by the way, I have a cookbook that, introduces old techniques. Okay? Alright. At saka bago ka mag-modern cuisine, kailangan meron ka munang maraming experience. Okay? Thank you. Meron pa? Oh, ikaw na po.
Morning, Chef.
Good morning.
This is my question. Paminaw, Chef.
Yeah, I'm listening.
If you could cook for anyone in the world, who would it be and what would you make? Do you want me to repeat that question?
No, I got it.
Okay. If you can cook for anyone in the world,
wala na, no? Yung gusto kong lutuan, patay na. Pero kung may babalik kong panahon, I would like to cook her kare-kare. Because kare-kare is a signature dish that when you say kare-kare, it's Filipino. And you know who? Queen Elizabeth. Yes. I want her to introduce our kare-kare. Okay? Thank you. That's my last dream na hindi natuloy, ang makapagluto sa Buckingham Palace. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Chef.
Okay.
I think that's all po.
Okay.